Hello everyone, welcome to our group presentations. My name is Cẩm Linh and my partners are Thúy Anh and Tuấn Trung. Today we'll give you an example of how a company apply advanced technologies to manage the information system. Here's the case of American Water keeps data flowing. You can look for more information about the case in our textbook page 245. Our presentations will be divided into three main parts. The first is the case summary. Next will be some typical questions and the answers. The last one will be some lessons we draw out from the case. Now let's begin.
First, we'll summarize briefly the case for you guys. American Water, founded in 1886, is the largest public water utility in the United States. They serve an estimated 16 million people in 35 states and part of Canada. However, recently, as they grew bigger and bigger, American Water got into some trouble. The system and business process were very localized and many of these processes were manual. Over time, this information environment became increasingly difficult to manage. Not only that, but the individual systems were not integrated. It was difficult to combine data from the separated system. So, the company decided to implement a single integrated software system for a warehouse repository to hub all the company data. The company selected SAP as its enterprise resource planning system vendor. SAP was backwards compatible, meaning that it could pull the data from the various methods that the different subsidiaries had and combine them as they migrated from one system to another. Business determines the rules and standards for managing the data. Most likely, some type of data cleansing will be required. At present, American Water is focusing on promoting the idea that data must be clean. Data management needs to ensure the quality of data at every step to make sure the final product will be useful for the company. After the important change, American Water became stronger. They also created an useful website. It can be thought as an extranet. This is the image of their website. Anyone can easily find a report of American Water in the area they serve. So we have told you all the main points in this case study. Let's move to the case question part.
Hello, thank you Thúy Anh for a really short and sharp summary of the case. I hope that all of you may have a clear understanding about the circumstance of the American Water after our summary, because you needed to understand the next part, the analyzing and answering the question. First, don't want to waste our time. Let's start with the first one. Question 1. Discuss the role of information policy, data administration, and the efforts to ensure the data quality in improving data management at American Water. Learning MIS, all of us have already known that the IS is very important, and at American Water, information policies are functional as a specific procedure and ground rule to sort of all the information inside the company. The data administration has become the duty to the organization resources in which what data should be managed. American Water is also making the efforts to the data quality audit to ensure all the accurate and precise information are channeled at the way through the system. At present, American Water is also focusing on promoting the idea that data must be clean to be effective and has poured an incredible amount of effort into the data cleaning work in identifying incomplete, incorrect, inaccurate, and irrelevant pieces of data. Then they will replace, modify, and delete all the dirty data. Okay, that's the first question. The second question is, describe the role played by the information system specialist and user of American Water System Transformation Project. So, in American's Water System Transformation Project, information system specialists and end user need to know the responsibility of the data not only bounded by the ICT department, but they have the authority to make their own data as their. Hence, short of things like inventory and analysis of all the portion of data in the system are the obligation of these people. The need to resolve accurately which pieces of data from the old system will be used in new system, and which data do not need to be brought over. So, to make the data meticulous and persistent, it must undergo inspection, and in doing so, unnecessary data can be rid of. Okay, now let's move to the third question. Why was the participation of business users so important, and if they didn't play this role, what would happen? So, as American headquarters enforce an enterprise's resource planning (ERP), the role is important because they have to apply the new system and optimize its benefit by two ways. The first one is researching on how to make the reports in the right ways as they shape ERP system. The second one is familiarizing with the SAP business object web intelligence so that it will make the better influence. So, if they keep the Microsoft itself, this does not reach fully potential of SAP ERP system, so the system are wasted and keeping the company backward. Okay, the fourth question is, how did implementing of the data warehouse have American sensors move toward a more centralized organization? As we have three main ideas. As the largest public water utility for the American Water need to make one system that are leading them towards centralized organization. By implementing the data warehouse, all the things that can be done faster, more accurate, and form as action. American Water can fully manage their company without making it overdue with some problem. Okay, there are five supporting ideas that I want to say. The first one is that the enterprise's resource planning or ERP system designed to replace a disparate system with a single integrated software platform. To migrate the data from the American Water's old system to the new platform. Third thing is data migration entails much more than just transferring the data between old and new system. The fourth thing is SAP business objects web intelligence, and the last one is data cleansing required. So let's move to the fifth question. Give some examples of problems that would have occurred at American Water if its data were not clean. Okay, so there were two problems that could occur. The first one is it's difficult to manage. All of the system can become the problem as it's troublesome to handle the data from different systems on different facilities. The second one is the software system. It can also have a problem if the software system could not handle the required regulatory control. So that's the idea. Now let's move to the last question. How American Water data warehouse could improve the operation and management of decision making. Okay, so there are two tools that you can use to reach the objective. The first one is using SAP Business Objects Web Intelligence, I have mentioned before. It's a set of tools that enables the business user to view, to sort, and analyze business intelligence data. The second tool is IBM Operational Decision Manager. It's a platform for capturing, automating, and governing frequent, repeatable business decisions. Okay, that's the end of my part. Now my friend Cẩm Linh will talk about the lesson that we can learn from this chapter.
As we have finished answering some typical questions, here we will draw out some lessons from the case for you. The first one will be, as the business grows up, a localized and manual information system will become hard to manage. Therefore, applying advanced technology to create an up-to-date system is essential so that not only American Water but also any other company can run the company without some unwilling problem. Second, if there is a conflict in information managing among independent regional businesses, it will be impossible to collect the necessary data in a short time. A single information managing method results in a more centralized organization with a standard company-wide business processes and enterprise-wide reporting. Third, data must be clean to be effective, and it takes a lot of efforts to clean the information system. Identify incomplete, incorrect, inaccurate, and irrelevant pieces of data, and replacing, modifying, and deleting dirty data is necessary. Fourth, the data does not only belong to the ICT department, it is the whole business to all the data. The business must carefully review all data in information system to set a precise standard for the new system. Last but not least, the role of business users is important. Business users have to get themselves familiar with the new advanced managing of software to make the best advantage of it. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.